Okay, and now in this part, I'm actually going to start adding some more of the details like arms and so on. Uh, I'll start off just by incrementing my save so that I'm not overwriting what I've already done. And then in order to achieve this, I'm just going to look at it straight for now. So what we've got is we've got pretty much a um, armless coat, which doesn't really work very well. Overall, it kind of looks a bit odd unless you are really going for that kind of styling, which is fine if you are. If you wanted like a sleeveless coat from this point onwards, you would basically want to find a way to cut out certain part. But as you can see, if I did that, you would end up with a very squared cut, which doesn't really work very well. Okay, so if I wanted to do sleeves and arms coming out of it, what I would do is I'm just going to hide the main dress for now. I'm going to add a mesh, and I'm going to, not a mesh, sorry, I'm going to add a circle. And actually, to begin with, this is actually a very simple thing to do. All I need to do is make sure that I name this thing, because if I don't, I'm going to get confused. Sleeve will, yeah, arm will do. I'm going to add another curve. Now let's just make sure I'm using the right kind of curve here. Get this right. Yeah, I think Bezier will be the right one. G and X it along, rotate it along the X by 90 degrees so I can see what I'm doing. Over on this, I'm going to go into data, and I'm going to use that object here to control it. Make sure I call it arm curve just so that I know what it's for. Okay, and then from here, look at this straight, move that across a bit. Same again as we did on part one for the actual main structure of the coat. I need to kind of move this up. And part of what I need to do on this, if I were to, yeah, I think I need to move this to -1 so that they're kind of out. Basically, this is about making sure that I've got a nice solid tube, to put it simply as possible. And then from there, it's just a matter of extending this out to the right length. Now it's going to be ridiculously bigger. In fact, if I scale this down a bit, don't want it too big, so if I scale it to 0.25, 0.25 for now, and then I can play around with my Bezier by just kind of extruding this out as I go. It's going to be quite long, this, but you can see because I've scaled this down, it's not doing a major problem. It's just now actually about getting this thing feeling like it's the right shape. Right. I suppose, yeah, I think the only problem is this starts to get a bit weird. Extrude and then wrap around. It is great. If I was making a Mario-esque pipe, this would be brilliant at the moment, wouldn't it? But hopefully you can kind of see I'm making a sleeve. And I've just basically made a very simple pipe for now that creates the arm, which is just basically a tube of fabric. It probably doesn't look amazing, but this is all I want for now, just something that I can use. As I've done with my coat, I'm going to apply geometry to mesh, keep the original. I'm going to hide the original parts now. I'm just going to move this across, and I'm going to unhide my coat. Okay, I'm going to rotate this 90 degrees along the Y. And then I'm going to look nice and straight on this. Now this looks completely massive at the moment, but do not worry, I am going to fix that later on. Right, now I need to scale it downwards. And then X. Just make sure. The other thing that's probably a good idea is just rotate it to make sure the arm's not too long. So if you imagine you've got breasts, if you think logically, if you imagine that's the elbow comes around just underneath the chest, basically. So a little bit further down than the breasts. It doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman, but the chest area, it's usually about there. Okay, I'm just going to undo that rotation, scale it down a little bit more. Then let's just rotate this to make sure. And then basically, I've always personally found that if you put your arms straight down next to you, the bottom of your hand should kind of be quite close to the bottom of your crotch area. You know? That's how I tend to work out where things are. Now, of course, you're going to look at this in different positions, and you're going to realise that, it's not wide enough potentially. Again, just kind of, you've just got to basically play around with this until you're happy with the width. Now, again, it's always a difficult thing, this, because you're always wondering, well, how thick are my arms in reality? They're obviously not that thick compared to the rest of my body. And you've just got to kind of decide what you think is a reasonable thickness. I'm sure that if I spent a bit more time looking into it, I would potentially find that your arms are a lot thicker than you think they are. Now remember, this is a very big baggy coat as well, which is going to affect how it kind of sits. Now the other thing is, you'll probably notice right now, is that it just looks very strange as well. You can clearly see that it's like a tube coming off it. It doesn't feel in any way like a coat arm at the moment, but we will try and fix that as we go along. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is in edit mode on this, just going to grab hold of those vertices, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to scale it. And I'm going to scale it because, let's not beat around the bush here, but the tube, for want of a better word, should actually feel like it's getting slightly thicker to my mind, towards the top, to actually meet the, how do I put it, to meet the coat itself and to feel it within proportion of it. Again, it's so difficult to my mind trying to work out where arms should be. Again, I'm kind of very much inclined to say to myself, well, this is quite a thick coat. However, you can just see the arm feels not right. As I said, if you actually get your arm, unless you're a very muscular person, which I'm not really, I've got a bit of muscle, but not a lot. But if you look at the arms compared to your body thickness, your back slightly comes out, your chest usually protrudes forward. Obviously, if you're a woman, that's more defined. I'm going to refer to that as defined to save my thought process, but still, I think maybe tuck that in a bit there. Tuck a little bit there as well. And of course, it's up to you how far out you want things like the back of the coat. Remember, obviously how you actually define something is up to you. If you believe that the coat should be sort of long and flowing, or tighter and more practical, these are just decisions you've got to make along the way. It's all about the style that you're going for in the end, isn't it? And that's what you've got to remember. It's all about what you want, how you want it to feel, and so on. Okay. However, I think that's starting to feel a bit more logical now, isn't it? Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to Control C, Control V that, so I've got my right arm. So, right, got to make sure I move the correct ones here. So using arm right, I want to mirror along Y, I think. No, not Y. mirror along, is it X? Yeah, there we go. And then I want to make sure that these are in the same position on X, so for the 0.9 there and negative 0.9 there. And we're starting to get things in the right position, aren't we? It's starting to look nice. I think it's coming along. I actually think I'm doing, I hate doing things like this on a video because you make mistakes all the time and you're trying to correct the mistakes as you go. So I'm actually quite pleased that this is looking as good as it is, because obviously I wouldn't want to normally build something like this live, well, not live, but on a video where I can't hide my mistakes. Okay, but I think that's looking quite nice now, isn't it? I think it feels like a coat. Okay, I'm going to actually just increment my save one more time, just because what I want to do now is I want to actually blend these into the coat now. So I'm just going to head into my modifiers. I'm going to remove my solidify for a second because it's kind of not what I want. I'm going to generate a boolean and I'm going to hopefully unionize those. And let's see, intersect, union, difference. Yeah, difference isn't right. Yeah, I think union is the one I want. Okay, let me just try rename that as well. Okay. Let's hide it. Yeah, and there we go. It's kind of filled it in now, and you can see it's not on the inside anymore. I'm going to go and do the same to the other side as well. Okay, union, my right arm, and you can see I'm actually starting to get a nice combination here, and I've got a nice T-framed coat. As I said, a mannequin would help me decide if I've got this right so far, but yeah, I don't have one to hand, and I don't want to try and remember where I got it from either. For fair credit to the person who makes the mannequin. So for now, what we have is we have our kind of nice coat design going on. And again, I'll leave it like that for now. So please like and subscribe, and I'll see you for the next video.